So this is day one of the World of Coffee Expo in Copenhagen, and there is so much cool stuff here. I wish I could show you guys everything. They've got barista championships, roasting championships, stuff from basically all the major brands. Unfortunately not DeLonghi or Breville, but as far as the rest goes, all kinds of really interesting things. In this video, I'm going to show you guys a couple of the stands that I've been to with some cool products. I hope that you guys like it. Mazzer. Hello, I'm at the Mazzer booth right now with
Marco from the R&D department of Mazzer.
And I wanted to ask him some questions about a couple of grinders that they've got here. So let's just have a quick look. So if you could explain to me with these hand grinders, Marco, what the difference is between the two different models that you have, that would be nice.
Yes, we have Omega Standard and an Omega X. The difference between these two grinders is the adjustment ring. In the Omega Standard, we have less precision when you rotate the ring. One knock corresponds to 30 microns. Instead, in the Omega X, every knock corresponds to 10 microns. Here we have more precision in the adjustment. Here in the Omega Standard we have more comfortable because we have all the regulation in one round. When you say that you are in number 8 is unique, and so this is the advantages of this grinder. This is the difference between the two grinders.
I do think that's nice, or they have one revolution, but then you lose some resolution when you do that. So it's not as good for dialing in espresso, I guess.
Yeah. I think that if you change more type of coffee during your day, it's better this because you can don't remember in which revolution you are, and you can go to your set number very quickly and in a very easy way.
See, also you've got the minis here.
Yeah.
So you got the Mini E. Looks like there's two different ones. There's this black one. The black one is very pretty, and then you got this silver one. Is there a difference there? This one has got electronics in it.
Yes, this is an on-demand grinder. To start the grinding, you have to push the button on the top.
Okay.
We have an electronic part that indicates the number of grinds that you have that you do during the day or the week or the month. Instead, in this version, you have portafilter activation, so you can activate the grinder with this button that you can activate with your portafilter directly.
And you mentioned that they have a slightly new body design now. Is that right? Can you show me the curve you're talking about?
Yeah, we changed the static part of the chassis. We introduced a more modern shape. We changed the aesthetic of the bars. And finally, we improve the electronic part because we changed the aesthetic and we introduced this pattern.
I like the Mazzer body design a lot. That is an iconic design. As soon as you see that in any cafe, you know, ooh, that is a beautiful Mazzer. Very nice, very nice. You mentioned that you have also a grinder that does weighing. Is that right? Can you show me that one?
Yes, we can go there. It is a Coni SG that grind by weight. So it's a conical bar. We have a conical bars, so we can see if you want to.
Let's go take a look.
Okay. It's very comfortable because you can grind, and we have a load cell that weight the ground and stop when you reach your target. So if you want, we can see.
Sure. It's quiet. 13.93 grams. That's a handsome grinder. That's more for, I guess, a cafe setting?
This is for a cafe, yeah, not for home.
And what about this one? There's a lot of talk on the internet about the Philos. Now, you're a mechanical engineer, so can you tell me what you think about this one? What do you like about it, its features and its design?
Yeah. I like it that in particular the premium material, because all the external parts are made in anodized aluminum, and the internal part, like the bars, the axis, are made in stainless steel. This is a very good thing for me, that I am a technician, so I appreciate this material. Here we have the adjustment ring. Every click is 6 microns. But if you want, you can work in a stepless mode. You have to unscrew this knob, remove the disc, and here we have 3 screws. You can remove and then remove the pressure that is inside. And you can, if you need more precision, you can remove it and work in a stepless mode. So you have all the possibility.
I myself, I find the clicks satisfying.
Yeah.
And it helps me to remember where I'm at. I don't know.
I agree with you. Also for me, it's very satisfying the sound of click, and for me it's enough. 6 micron is it's enough to work.
More than enough.
Yeah,
more than enough.
But somebody don't think so, and they need more precision.
Yeah.
So we give them all this also this possibility.
And why did you put the adjustment at the back? Is that an ergonomic design choice, or is that based on the rest?
If you want to try, for me it's not so uncomfortable, but this is a choice that depends on the mechanical part, internal part. In this way, we can remove all the front of the grinder without lose the adjustment and without lose the calibration. This is the motivation. This is a magnetic neodymium part. With the hand you can unscrew these 2 bolts.
Those are butterfly nuts.
Yeah.
What do you say in Italian? Mariposa?
In Italian?
Yeah, butterfly.
Butterfly, farfalla.
Farfalla.
Farfalla. And then you can remove all the frontal part of the grinder, and you can clean, change the bar, or what you have to do, or only control.
Now what I wonder is, from an electrical standpoint, is there a sensor on there so that the motor won't start like now?
Yeah, now if you can't start the motor because there is a micron here.
Ah, okay. Yeah, that's important.
When you remove the frontal part,
there's the knob.
activate it.
Okay, good.
Here we have an induction motor. It's a monophase motor that is very big, so we are sure that the grinder starts with all the beans. If you grind even green or light roasted beans, we are sure that the grinder starts.
Well, just looking at the grinder and feeling how heavy it is, I would not be scared that it wouldn't get through some green beans. I'm sure it's powerful. What did you say was the wattage of the motor again? 400 watt motor?
Yeah, it's 400 watts. This is the power of the motors. The motivation is why we have this diameter on the grinders.
The material is anodized aluminum, and it's also brushed. So you have to brush it first and then you anodize it, is that right?
It's right. All the external parts are made in anodized aluminum that before are brushed.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so it's also got this catch cup. Can you put that on there, Marco? So that's magnetic.
Yes, this is a stainless steel that is magnetic because it's a particular type of stainless steel that is called martensitic stainless steel, and so have this magnetic power.
People always tell me stainless steel is not magnetic, but some stainless is, right?
Yes, it's right because many people think that are thinking about the austenitic stainless steel, but there are many types of stainless steel, and this is a magnetic one.
Thank you for that information. And the burrs are 64 millimeter all-purpose burrs. Well, thank you very much. I think, yeah, that's probably good.
Thank you too. When you want, we are here.
Getting value from this video? Please take a moment to like and subscribe.
I'm here with Cedric at the Wacaco booth. Is that how you say it? Wacaco?
Wacaco, yeah.
Wacaco. He's got some cool new products he's going to show us. Let's take a look. So we're going to do a demo. We're going to do a demo right now. What is the name of this model again?
A mini presso GR2.
The GR2 mini presso. Okay.
The scoop can use its temper to temp the coffee.
Okay.
Like this. So, and then you put hot water inside. When you add the water, don't over the 9 here.
What is the capacity in water in there?
It's 80 ml. Now it's all set. And then you just pump. For the first 7 to 8 pump, it's generating the pressure. So you just keep pumping it until the coffee comes out. And you just keep pumping and you can see the crema. You can stop whenever you want because it's all controlled by your hand. Okay, if you think the coffee is ready, you can stop. And then it's come with a trip tray. So after you finish, you put it on top. So the machine won't make your table dirty. Yeah. So now it's done.
That's nice, yeah. Can you show us how the cleanup is as well? We gotta probably wait a little bit.
So for the cleanup, you just unscrew the head. The puck is pretty dry. Okay. You remove the big part of the puck, and then you can, depending where you are, if you are outdoor, wipe the inside of the baskets. After that, and of course, if you are at home, you can just do a better cleaning with just hot water.
And there's the coffee right there.
Yep. So let me introduce you a couple of new products. The first one is our Hexagram Pro, which is a second generation of Hexagram. As you can see, it comes inside of the transportation case. This way you can easily carry it in your backpack. You can either leave it inside if you want to use it, or just remove it, of course, from the lower part of the box. It's very easy to use. You have some slide switch on the side, one slide switch to switch on, off, okay, and one to select the mode that you want. So N stands for normal, P for pour over, and E for espresso. It's quite simple. You have silicone mats that you can use it or not to protect it from the heat, and it's very intuitive. Okay?
It's quite small.
Yeah, it's very small. And if you just want to use a standby mode, of course, press this button, it goes on standby. You don't need to use a switch. Okay? And a small trick, you can also use the box to lift up the scale and therefore to lift up your cup below the portafilter of your coffee machine at home to avoid any projection.
That's a nice feature.
Yeah, it's very convenient.
Yeah.
It's for free.
And the price you said of this brand new scale?
It's just below $55. This rechargeable scale, we use a USB C type to recharge it.
Yeah.
So it's very convenient.
Let's take a look at this.
Yeah, so that's our grinder. Everything we do in Wacaco is meant for transportation because our products are meant also to be used for outdoor activities. So as you can see, the handle is very compact. So how to use it, just remove the handle and just place it in the proper position to grind, okay?
Can you show me how it was on there before?
Yeah, it's fixed, right? It's magnetic. So you can see there is a magnet placed in here in the handle knob just to give you the right position.
That's cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
We also developed a transportation case for this one. This is the case.
Looks like a hot dog bun.
Exactly. It's very protected.
Okay.
Really, and it fits your backpack, of course, as well as the scale. You can see the birds here and the setting of the grind size. So to set it up.
Do you know how many microns between?
I think it's 33 microns.
33.
Each clicks, yes. Okay. So of course to set it up you have to use you place the handle and there you can move it and select your grind.
Materials are anodized aluminum?
Yes. The main parts are aluminum, anodized aluminum. So it's very light.
We could check it on the scale and see how much it weighs.
Yeah.
507 grams.
Yeah.
And you mentioned that Wacaco is also designed as French.
Yes, all the designs are made by French designers. And we are very picky, yes, me too, including me. We are very picky with design quality and user experience, yes. So we spend the time which is required to develop the product properly before putting them on the market.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting to know where the thought process is coming from.
Yes, to know the story. In fact, the co-founder, the French co-founder, was already living in China for a long time, and he had some issue to find a good espresso when he was traveling in hotels because the coffee culture wasn't really present there at this time. And he had the idea to come up with an espresso machine to enjoy a nice espresso in his hotel room. So he had access to coffee, he had access to hot water, but he didn't have the machine, the tool to really make a nice espresso. So this is where the idea came from.
Can you just show me one more thing? This guy here?
Yeah.
The Picopresso, so it's got a pressure gauge on it?
Yeah, so that's a Picopresso, and we developed a range of accessory, around the Picopresso. Yeah. So we have the pressure gauge, which basically fits between the existing portafilter of the Picopresso and the pumping system. So as you can see, it's very easy to set up. You can activate that. For the Pico Presso, we have developed also decorative sleeves. So this is a sleeve, okay, which is an add-on also.
It's leather?
Vegan? No, it's not. It's vegan. It's not a leather. Okay, we have this version and we have the brown version also.
Okay.
We have two colors.
So no animals were harmed?
No. We are against that. Okay.
Okay.
Then we develop also the stand. Okay.
Yep.
Which includes a mirror. So this way you can really see the extraction meanwhile you are doing the extraction. So I don't know if you can see, this can be adapted.
I can see it.
You can adapt the height based on your scale, on your size. You can modify that.
For people at home who don't have very much.
Yeah, it's very tiny. It's very tiny.
Yeah.
So it fits with this kind of small space context of use.
All right, Cedric. Thanks very much.
Thank you for your time, Tom.
All right.
It was a pleasure.
For me too. Every day have a different coffee. I also got to try a variety of coffees in a cupping. And also, what do we got here?
So we have a normal portafilter 58, water cup on. Then we pour single line, single shot, double line, double shot. Double is around 60 milliliters. And then we move it down 6 times to create sufficient pressure. Cameras make me nervous. And then you start extraction. You release the piston by pulling it upwards. The piston goes slowly back up, and then you can remove the water cup and then do it again. Only 5 parts to potentially replace over time. No maintenance, no cleaning, no preheating, just simply espresso. You can remove it from the base and mount it on the wall. So that's Superkop.
How long has this been on the market?
Since 22, so almost 2 years now. This is the second time that we're on a show.
Where's the company from?
From the Netherlands. We are from Amsterdam. It's a Dutch design. Only in 22 we came to market via Kickstarter. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I've got something really interesting to show you guys at the Superkop booth, which is this guy right here. This is a piston-driven espresso machine. It's all mechanical, and that is the interesting thing about it. This does not have any electronics. It's got no pump. It's got nothing you need to scale. So it's quite interesting, and what we're going to do is just go through a workflow one time. This is what the portafilter looks like right here. This is a 58 millimeter portafilter, bottomless one. Let's just go ahead and load this up and see how this product works. It's already set up, the double shot. Do you have a WD-T tool by chance?
No,
no, we
don't.
We don't. Okay, that's fine. The water's heated up already?
Yep.
All right, so just try to distribute it as well as we can in there. Give her a good tamp. Now the interesting thing how this works is that you have to put this clear, is that acrylic?
Yep, no, it's with polycarbonate.
A polycarbonate. This is the water cup essentially. You put that on there, fill it with hot water, and then we're going to pump the water via the piston. So let's give that a shot. How far do you fill it up?
So the second line.
Okay. Let's put that guy in the machine. Is it all the way in there? Yes.
Yep.
So now, all we gotta do is start pumping. Can you show the lever? That's quite interesting. I can maybe do this part if you don't mind.
No way.
It's actually, you can see the piston. The piston is getting driven down like that. You can see that. So how this works mechanically, by the way, is on a ratchet system. You can see little ratchets inside there. And when you're pushing the piston down, it moves from one ratchet side to the other ratchet side, as you can see there. Very cool. And in that way, the piston is forced down. It's very interesting. And here comes the shot. Looking pretty. Oh. Yeah, you gotta kind of feather it a little bit. It's a different feeling. Certainly interesting. How you release the piston is go all the way up.
All the way up.
And then You can see it slowly rising, and how that works is it's got a gas cylinder in the back. With that gas spring in the back, that's what drives that piston back up.
You can make as well a single shot.
Let's take a look at the single shot one time.
Squeeze the last drop back.
Looking pretty good.
As a first shot is not bad, eh?
Yeah, that's with that new fancy basket. Now take a look at this right here. This guy is nuts. This is what they call the Zeus. So this is a new product by Eureka. And as far as I understand, the Zeus is supposed to be the answer to the EK43. It is a really, really large single dosing grinder. I haven't seen it in action yet, but it's supposed to be nuts. I mean, look at the design on that son of a gun. That is a really, really interesting, unique design. Eureka has always got something up their sleeves. So anyhow, as I have mentioned, big, big, fat burrs inside. I think they're around 100 millimeters. I'll have to double check that one. You can adjust the RPMs on it here with an aluminum rotational dial on the side. Here's the on-off button. Here's the grind setting on the right side. This is a prototype model, as I understand. And here on the front, you've got a knocker and an adjustable height thing for your catch cup. Yeah, so that is the Zeus right there. Looks pretty nuts. It's called the Zeus 1. And as far as the rest of the stuff from Eureka is concerned, just stay tuned. I will be doing some more stuff on that in just a little bit. So one of the more affordable stands here at the expo is Philos. And I find that Philos, they do a really nice job in striking a balance between something that has been designed really well, got some cool features, but also that doesn't, break the bank. The scale, for example, the tally is really interesting because it's got a beautiful display. It will also help you to hit that ratio you're looking for. A 1:17 is how it's set up right now. So that's a really interesting scale there. Of course, this is their Philos Ode, a very, very popular grinder for them. And something new is here, this Aiden coffee machine. So I guess what's really special about the Aiden is essentially that it can brew anywhere between a single coffee up to a pot of coffee, like you see there. And this is a stainless steel pot that will keep your coffee hot for a long time. Anyhow, they told me that you can do either cone or a flatbed filter in there. And they've also got essentially two different patterns of holes on the top, either the turquoise green or the blue. And based on how you got that switch flipped, it's going to use a different pattern of holes. From a mechanical standpoint, it's interesting because this lid gets kind of like sucked down almost as if it was weighted. I think it's pulled back either by springs or it could be weighted. Anyway, that's interesting. It's very boxy, so from that standpoint of design, it's not really organic. Like you see a lot of things rounded off otherwise from Philos, such as their scale, such as the bean canisters, such as their Opus. But this is just, it's all squares. The water tank, by the way, comes off on the side. The lid is held on by a couple of springs there, so it does also help to close the lid a little bit. And removing it, it's pretty simple, just like that, so you can fill it up. It must have a water sensor in there as well. But really, I think the star of the show for this guy is the turn knob here for doing the settings, and then the circle display of the HMI. So let's just go back. What you can do is you can create a new profile, light, medium, or dark roast, or cold brew. This does apparently as well. So if we just click on, for example, medium roast, temperature 96 degrees, the ratio 1:16, and go into some advanced settings like bloom, a single serve pulse, and so on. Let's just go back one time. Back. I think maybe what's most interesting is the guided brew, where you just want to get a coffee in the morning. So hit medium roast. It's going to tell you 260 milliliters. You can adjust that. So if you want just one cup, for example, 150 milliliters, you can choose that. It's going to say add the coffee, 9.3 grams. And this green turquoise indicator there means we got to be here on the green. Zhup, just like that. Okay. Then you can move forwards and you can start the brew, but I am going to abort that. Brew canceled. Okay. So yeah, anyhow, you got the guided brew, you got profiles, you've got a schedule, so I guess you can schedule it based on time. Oh, and you even got a whole bunch of settings too. You can set the units on there. Maintenance, does help you to scale. Yeah, well, look at that. Will help you to scale. That's nice. And another interesting feature is the instant brew. So if you just want a coffee in the morning, just hit the instant brew and it'll start right away. So that is the fellow Aiden right there. They're real excited about this. That should cost about, I think that said $365 or so. Should be coming in the fall. Until next time, thanks for watching the video, and I wish you happy coffee drinking and happy espresso drinking. Bye now.